Hey YouTube, welcome back to UniX DBS, and today we're going to go over the next six parts of the next six cards of the anniversary box, as I tend to do on this channel. Just a quick update for the channel. We are basically going to this week be going into a lot of different content. We got the next game for the match that's been going on. If you haven't checked out that, there's game one in the description. There's also you know, the deck profile for Angel Coup. You can check that out on the channel. We're gonna start revving up for some One Piece content. Went to the pre-release, had a good time with Kid, won the promo card, sold that for the easy $half grand. We got like stuff like, you know, the starter decks. I've got the starter deck, so I mean, we should have some fun. We're gonna have some fun on the channel with it. I'm definitely excited to move on from that. Past that, if you want to support the channel, we got a lot of stuff going on, but you can start by going over, pressing that subscribe button, liking the video, commenting with your thoughts, and we'll keep the video trending. Past that, we also have other channels like UniX DB, where I'll be pulling for Dokkan's Path to Power Sun Goku unit that's coming out early tomorrow morning, so that should be up on the channel tomorrow. I'll link it in the community tab. You got UniX Mag, which I'm going to be building up more and more soon, and then the Twitch channel as well. So after that, just wanted to say that if you haven't already, you should just go over to the official card game group for this game. It's going to be where you find the spoilers that we're talking about, and you can also follow the discussion group where we talk about it, or the Reddit group where we talk about it, or you can join the UniX Discord where we will talk about it. So let's hop into the first card. We're going to put up the template and start talking. So most of you guys who know me personally, or at least know me in the card game enough, know that I have nothing to say about this first card. Let's put it up. It's Hatchiak Sand, Exterminator. Look, I don't like Hatch, but let's talk about it. It's critical permanent. If this card be removed from a battle area, send this card to its owner's warp instead. Activate main, limit 1, 2. If your leader card is a black machine mutant card and the Dark Planet is in your battle area, and you choose 3 black battle cards, the energy cost between 3 and 7 in your drop area, and place them into your to the bottom of your deck in any order, play this card from your drop. Activate main once per turn. 2. If you have 4 more energy, switch this card to active mode and play up to 1 Hatchiak Fueled by Hatred from your drop or warp on top of this card. Okay, cool. So look, there's so many good effects from this card. Critical. It's a 25k. It's 5, so it dodges a whole lot of removal that's normally 4 cost or less for certain things. It's 25, so it's going to avoid the 15k minuses that the red normally is out. And then for 2, it can evolve into a bigger boss monster after swinging for crit. That's wonderful. But the issue here is that you need the Dark Planet in your battle area, and the deck doesn't even use the Dark Planet. That's just not what Hatchiak has evolved into. So this card sucks. No, really, this card is just not really going to be used for the anti-meta stun that Hatchiak has become. And I'm glad for that, because sorry Ivo, I don't think Hatch needs any new cards. So we're gonna move on to the next one. We've got Poutine, Scheme's Most Wicked. I actually really like that name. Auto, limit 1. If your leader card is black and you remove one of your skillless battle cards from the game, which can be tokens, when this card is used in a combo, draw 1 card. Cool, so you get to 0, 5k, but you get to remove a token and draw 1 card, meaning that you can essentially turn these into pseudo super combos. Activate main, limit 1. When your leader is a black Toa, or if your leader is a black Toa card, and you discard this card from your hand, leave the top 5 cards on the top of your deck. Always do that. And add up to 1 evil wizard or demon card, both black with an energy cost of 5 or less, or 1 black unison with a specified cost of 3 amongst them to your hand and shuffle your deck. Top 5 searches discard from hands are very hot, and I definitely love them. This is cool. We like Oceanus. We loved Oceanus if you played Sen. If you didn't play Sen, you were playing against Sen, you hated playing against Sen, you hated the consistency that Oceanus gave, well, congratulations. Gamma got it, and now Toa has it. I think the top 5 searches, I don't want them to be in every deck, but I do certainly love it when I see them printed, so I guess it's kind of a contradiction. But that is that. We're going to move on to the next one. This one, Mass Sand Belligerent Warrior. The name's kind of weird, belligerent. Like, I don't think he's belligerent. I think he's pretty disciplined. But this is actually really heat. Deflect, permanent. If your leader card is black and you've sent a card from your drop to your warp this turn, cough cough, overwhelm, reduce the energy of this card in your hand by 6, making it a 1 drop. A 1 drop 20k, bro. Auto, limit 1. When this card is played, choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards, send them to their owner's warps, and this card gains critical for the turn. At the end of your opponent's next turn, negate the skills of all cards sent to the warps by the skill and for the turn, and play them in their owner's battle areas. This is actually really, really nice. because you don't always have to remove this for a threat that you don't want them to get back. Like, you can remove a threat so they don't have it for next turn. That's like worst case scenario. But let's say they just token negated you and they have like a 1-drop on field that's going to do something like, you know, just a 1-drop enabler, like how red U7 has Gohan. This is a pretty cool moment because you're actually able to do cool things. Like, you can play this guy, remove a token, remove the blocker in the blocker negate portion, and then remove a 1-drop that was going to help them on their turn anyway, and then you can swing in for critical 20k, and this is all for 1 energy. This feels very, 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 very black in nature. It is quick, easy damage. And I like how they set it up by having you remove cards from your drop to the warp, meaning that you can overwhelm, and the moment you overwhelm, this guy's a 1-cost threat. Not to mention, once he uses his effect, he gains critical for the turn. So this is something that should not be discounted. Once you overwhelm, you can play this guy for 1 and then crit for 1. Lots of overwhelms, the best overwhelms are free. So just imagine being able to play this guy and then swing and put a Champa on him for 30k critical as early as turn 2 or 3, depending on how your deck puts up stuff. If it's an overwhelm deck, probably as early as turn 2, you can play this guy and still have the energy to hit for critical, double strike critical. So I think that is actually very, very, very strong. And this is probably one of the better cards I've seen. Like, this is just one of the best generic cards I've seen in black so far. I'm very, very, very happy with this card. Next, we have got SS Broly, the Demon Revived. As you can see, it's red-green. That's going to really help a lot of people. It's going to really get a lot of people excited. Permanent, if your leader is a Broly card, ignore this card's specified cost in all areas. And this card can be KO'd by skills while it's in a battle area. Auto, when this card attacks, use up to 1 red-green card with 5k combo power from your drop in a combo area with the skills negated for the turn. And if you have 4 or fewer cards in hand, draw 1 card, okay? Activate main once per turn, discard 1 card from your hand, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand, and choose 1. Okay. Your opponent discards 1 card from their hand, or you choose one of your opponent's battle cards with 20k power or less and KO it. Okay, so here we go. When it comes to this card, right? 1, it's a 2-cost with only 1 Z energy requirement, so it's coming out easy. 2, if your leader card is a Broly card, it's any 2 energy. So, I mean, you can use it on red Broly, the extra card one. You could use it on the other red Broly where Denial of Hope comes from. You could use this on the green Broly. You could technically use this on the movie Broly. It's always going to be live. But the thing that really like geeks me is that it's going to let you combo with a red or green card, and that could be a red-green card. But in that case, this is going to be straight up fuel. If you can find a red-green card with 5k power, because there's not going to be many, lots of them are 1,000 for 1ks, but if you can find one with 5k power, you're going to be able to use Arrival a lot more efficiently. And even if you can't, like if none exist by any chance, because I wasn't really playing their multicolor format, you can at least be able to get up half of your Arrival cost just by using this guy. So it's going to fit into that red-green strategy very, very well. Now it says when you have 4 or less cards in hand, you can draw a card. That one is weird because generally if you have 4 or less cards in hand, you're about to lose regardless. So, and then 1 draw isn't really going to change that terribly much, but if you keep stacking these and you keep swinging at them, I guess, but you always have to be at 4 or less. So, yeah, this is kind of one of those things where if you're already at the point where you can use this effect, you're on death's door regardless, but we'll see about it. Once per turn, discard 1 card from your hand, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand, and then choose 1. Now, I do like this because if there is a multicolor card with 5,000 combo power, but it does cost 1, his once per turn effect is going to be allowing you to discard that without paying the 1 to combo it. So when you swing, you can combo with a green-red, which would be able to trigger your Arrivals. I definitely like that little engine. Just going to make sure you don't Z-charge the only red-green that you have engraved. Discard 1 energy from your hand. Yep, or sorry, discard 1 card from your hand. Your opponent discards 1. I don't like the -1/-1. It's add up to 1 life, so this guy is self-awakening, but I don't like the you both minus. Kind of sucks. And then if you discard a card to choose one of your opponent's battle cards with 20k power, that feels like more of a trade. Because it says your opponent discards 1 card, so they're always going to discard their worst card, and I don't like giving up a card for my opponent to be able to choose which card is deadest in their hand. The next one, Super Baby 1, Parasitic Comeuppance. Unique barrier permanent. If there are 4 or more brainwash cards in your drop, this card gains deflect in all areas. Auto, place 1 card from your hand at the bottom of your deck. When this card is played, add up to 1 Dr. Mew Mastermind from your deck, then shuffle it. Activate main 1, limit 1. Or activate main, limit 1. If your leader card is a yellow baby card, play up to 1 Super Baby 2 Vengeful Rampage from your hand on top of this card. We're going to talk about the unfortunate part about this. Art looks pretty cool. I don't even like baby that much, but art looks pretty cool. Yellow baby, well, red yellow baby was a very much so run it and gun it aggro deck, and it was a combo deck, so you just kind of went dumb stupid on the ability to just pop the crap off. This does not allow you to do that. This offers no support to that play style, and it was really disappointing. I didn't want yellow red baby to be strong enough to just blow somebody's face off, but I was hoping that this card will allow people to enjoy that deck again, even though I don't like that deck because it's a high roller deck. It either goes the crap off or it doesn't, but this doesn't even allow you to play in that rhythm anymore. It's like more of how the deck was intended to be played, not how people end up playing it. So a little saddening, and I know a lot of people were hoping this card was better for the Dark type. And last but least, we've got Hit Pursuing Improvement. Deflect and blocker, that's pretty cool. If you have 3 or more energy when this card attacks or activates blocker, use up to 1 blue-yellow multicolor Universe 6 card from your drop area in a combo with the skills negated for the turn. And then at the end of the turn, switch up to 1 of your energy to active mode. At the end of your turn, yeah, that's pretty cool. So here we go. Here we go. This is very subtle and very simple, okay? And it's when it so it can do this when you block or when you attack, and it says up to 1 blue-yellow multicolor Universe 6 card. Most of these cards have a combo cost of 1, but this is going to allow you to combo for 10k. So this guy is always essentially swinging for 25k, and he's always going to be defending for 25k, and that is actually just wild in general. On top of that, blue-yellow is a massive arrival color, and this is going to allow you to enable arrival on both of your turns. If he had barrier, he'd be absolutely broken, but this is actually pretty neat. And then it says switch this card to active mode. So yeah, he will always be able to attack and defend, and while he's on the board, every end of turn you're going to be untapping an energy. So all in all, this guy is actually really, really solid for what he does. He's going to enable arrival. He's going to open up an energy at the end of the turn. He's going to be a high profile target. He needs to be killed because he will allow your opponent to flawlessly, effortlessly enable their arrivals and have more energy to do so with. So this is weird. It's good that he doesn't have barrier because this guy would make blue-yellow arrival a completely different game once he sticks. So yeah, these are the cards that came out. These are the next 6 cards. I hope you guys liked my breakdown of them. Let me know in the comments what you think about them. And yeah, we'll come back with more. Like I said, we have so much more content. We have more games. We have deck profiles. We have more, like, you know, spoiler breakdowns. We're gonna keep coming back with stuff over time, and we're gonna be getting more and more into One Piece too, because there's just like this game, like I said, this game was really fun. This was really fun in the pre-release. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you the next time. Said join Universe X later.